Hey board gamers, BJ from Game Gumbo here, back with another unboxing and overview of gameplay. This time we're taking a look at a game from Final Frontier Games called Drawn to Adventure. It's out right now in 2021, but we're gonna get you an inside look at the box and the components and all the juicy goodness. So stay tuned, let's go inside the box. All right, let's take a look inside the box. Front cover, Drawn to Adventure, a game by Keith Piggott. Hey, you remember Keith? We had Keith on the show on Gumbo Live when we were talking about the Great Barrier Reef card game. This is with art by the Mico, and boy, there's a lot of big fans of the Mico around from all the different games that he has produced the art for. You know him from the Raiders of the North Sea series, and of course from Merchant's Cove, from Final Frontier Games. Back of the box shows you again Keith and the Mico. A little bit of details. Let's get this cracked open. I want to thank Final Frontier Games for sending us a copy. As you can see, small size, easy to travel. Let's see what's in the front. There you can see the art on the front of the box, but let's see what's inside. All right, so we've got our rule book with all of the credits. Design. Hey, there's our friend, Johnny Pack. Johnny Pack and Drake Villarreal, who you remember from our video on Merchant's Cove. And of course, Johnny's one of the most frequent guests we've ever had on Gumbo Live. We love having him there. There is a solo mode done by Drake. All right. Lots of thanks here for everybody there. I see the Game Makers Guild of Nashville. Thanks on there. It's got the options of the game. We're explorers, 2 to 4 players. I think there's a solo mode, so 1 to 4 players. We're explorers, and it's the first game that I know that combines a campaign game, sort of one of those, dungeon dives or dungeon crawls, with a roll and write. So we're going to be using the dice and the dry erase markers and the dry erase boards to play the game. A little bit about the setup. You can see some of that beautiful art. Nice gameplay. The rules seem pretty easy to understand. Got the turn structure. Yeah, we're going to talk about these bonus die here. We're going to roll the dice like we normally do, but the start player is going to get 1 bonus die that they can choose from right off the bat. If they don't use it, it gets taken out of the round. No one else gets to use it. A little bonus there for the start player. The dice can be used for all the different things, the different symbols. They're going to be used for movement, or to achieve some of the quests. You even have special powers that you can trigger with all the different characters. All right, so that covers the rulebook and a page in the back for the solo mode. We're not gonna go over the solo mode in this video. We'll let you explore that on your own. All right, big chunky dice. Are these plastic or wooden? I am curious now. They feel light like wooden, but they look plastic. Whatever they are big and chunky. Big and chunky dice. I got a little cup there we can use. Okay, so I'm gonna take a guess that this is the bonus player start player bonus die. A bit of bonus, only they can draw that. You will take 2 die per person plus 1. So let's say it's a 3-player game. We'll grab 4. We'll grab that many because we're gonna get 2, 2, and 2 plus 1 plus the start player die. We'll roll up those die, and I'll get my handy dandy little thing that we got. It's like that, yep. Roll up the die. The start player will be able to choose if they really like this one or one other one. If they don't like it, they'll take it out and they'll maybe pick one of these, and we'll do a snake draft. So start player, next player will each take a die out, and then back from the last player will take a die, back to the middle player, and then the start player, and this one will not be used. All right, so that's the die mechanics that we use. Love the chunky die though. Love these. These are big like the Takinoko die, and I love rolling those big dice. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, so we got the player characters. I want to see in a second. Oh, nice. They're I guess screen printed. Yeah, screen printed all in different colors. 4 players, up to 4 players, and you've got your different colors like that. Of course, dry erase markers. You're going to need that for a roll and write game, especially one for the dry erase board. I'm not sure what these cards are. Let's see. I don't remember from when I took a look. Let's see, so we got quest cards, and maybe this is the solo cards. I'm actually not sure what this is. Let's take a look at here. Yeah, these are the quest cards. And what's cool about the quests as we explore them, in fact, let's get to that part. Let's jump in there. There are 6 maps. All right, so you got your map books. There are 6 maps in the book, 4 books for the 4 different players. Oh, look at that artwork at the start. Look at that. And you'll start on one of the maps. The campaign game that you'll play with the other people, it's basically 3 rounds, right? You're going to play 3 different maps, and you'll complete the map. And when one person completes that map, that'll trigger the end of that round. You'll finish that round, then everybody moves to the next map. Once you do 3 out of the 6 maps, that will be the end of the game, and you total the points. But as you can see, there's going to be, so you have all the different hexes. You'll see some of the things that you need to do as you're moving around on all these different hex tiles. Like this one will say, you need to complete this one, you need to do either that or that on the dice rolls. You'll have to have a dice symbol that matches it. But some of them will say you need both of them, like this one, for instance. You'll actually need both of them to complete that one. And then at some point, you'll move on to the next map. We got the dwarf, trobbit, the halfling, the green elf, and the elf kingdom. So 6 different maps, one book for each of the players. We've got the character cards. They're double-sided, so you'll pick the character you want to play and then choose the side that you want to play. So you've got lots of diversity and lots of different representation here. You've got the wizard. You've got the warrior. Well, this is just classic, the Mico art. I mean, you could recognize it right away. So you've got the rogue. Notice that each one of them have special powers. The noble. And in addition to whatever you can do on your map, you can choose to do these powers instead. And then the bard. Oh, you've got to have the bard, of course. So take a look at the bard, for instance. The bard has different powers: drawn to adventure, 4-leaf clover, wanderlust, and bardic inspiration. Discard a completed side quest card to complete any one non-boss quest. So that's all these quests on the maps. The bardic inspiration will help you get those knocked out if you discard one of your completed side quest cards. So let's take a look at those side quests. So the way this works is that, let's see how that deck is going to go. So the deck will go. The decks are going to be matched up with the different maps. So for instance, we start with the human kingdom, right? And we'll have 8 cards that match up to the human kingdom. And you'll have the same for the dwarf and for the trobbit, for the halfling, the green elf, and the elf cards. And if I remember the side quest, it's kind of unique where you're going to pull from if you get the chance to get a side quest, you'll actually pull from the bottom of the deck. You draw one side quest from the bottom of the deck, keep it face up next to you. You can't have more than one at a time. You got to work on one at a time. And when you complete the side quest by doing all the requirements on it, Then you'll get some abilities or mana. And when you meet the conditions, you flip the card and you gain the reward on the back. So once you get that quest done, you'll flip it over and you'll get that reward. And then if I remember right, some of these have a way to get things again. If you complete a quest, immediately gain the reward shown on the hexagon. When you complete a side quest, you immediately gain the reward shown on the back side. Oh, maybe that was an earlier. Maybe that was an earlier rule book. 'Cause I don't see anything about a second quest on here, so I'm not sure about that. If there's something about it, leave something in the comments if you know what I was talking about. That must have been something that was changed. And then let's see what we got: the quest die, we've got the bonus die, the quest cards, the adventure books. Yeah, I honestly I don't know what these cards are, so let's just open them up and see what they are. So basically the art from the game here. Different symbols. That's all the different sides of the die. It's like randomizing it. And then some of the rewards. Yep, I don't know what these cards are, so hey, help me out if you know what these cards are for. Leave that in the comments because I don't see them in the rule book on a quick glance. And obviously the rule book I looked at before I opened the game, there's been some changes on it. So that is everything on Drawn to Adventure. Like we said, you're going to pick out your character. You'll pick which side you want the character to have. You'll take a dry erase marker and you'll take one of these maps. You'll take the number of die, 2 per player plus 1 plus the bonus die. And the start player is going to roll all the die. And then in turn order and then in reverse snake order, you'll draft those die and use the die to build up your character, leveling up your character. That's one of the cool things about this game is you can actually make your character more powerful as you play. Use some of the special abilities of the characters, all to complete quest, move on the map, try to finish the map, and score the most amount of points by collecting treasure and all the experience. And then complete 3 of the maps. And once the 3 maps are completed, total the score, and the one with the highest score wins. And that's Drawn Adventure, a game for 1 to 4 players, designed by Keith Piggott, with art by the Mico, from our friends at Final Frontier Games. Hey, so that's Drawn Adventure. We got you inside the box of this game designed by Keith Piggott, who designed another card game that we liked, so I'm looking forward to play it. I don't have the review copy. It was sent to us by Final Frontier Games, but Jay Bell's taking a look at it. He's getting some plays in. We didn't get to play it last night. I'm hoping to play it this weekend. Drawn Adventure looks fun. Have you played it? If you have, let us know in the comments below what you think about it. And as always, hit the like and subscribe button so you know about all of our upcoming content. Until next time, laissez le bon temps rouler.